So Levi's little bay horse that he's been riding has been fun to watch. It reminded me a lot of my first horse. He got on this son of a gun and never got off of him. And not the one you would pick out in the lineup as far as being flashy, but for him, I'm telling you, I don't think he could have healed any better on the Heel Horse of the Year than he did on this little bay.
I grew up in a rodeo family as long as I can remember. Grew up going to the circuit rodeos with my dad and the amateur rodeos, and he always hauled us around, me and my brother. Roped my whole life, and then when I got a little bit older into high school and stuff, kind of figured out I could maybe get good enough to make a living out of roping, so started taking it a little more serious, and that's about when I bought Little Bay. So he's helped me from then till now and still helping me. I bought Little Bay in 2012, in like my sophomore year of high school, because I was just getting better, so I needed a better horse. And we didn't even come down to Texas to look at Little Bay. We were looking at some other horses and just luckily ended up looking at him. And they wanted $3,500 for him. He's just a low number guy, had been riding him. We're like, well, we might as well go see what he is. And went and rode him, and just went so good. I mean, it was like crazy how good it went, and thank God we found him, I guess. Like when you find a horse you really like, it's just kind of a feel and you just get along. There's not like certain things they do. It's just, he really fits me good. He's not very broke to ride. He's just always prancing around, and you kind of got to let him turn his head in the box. If I try to get him to sit with his head straight, he'll probably rear out or something crazy. So I just let him get in the box and turn his head, and I know he'll leave when the gates open, so I'm not ever really worried about that. But he can really run. He's really cowy, really fast-footed. That's why I've got along so good with him. He actually got hurt like a week after I bought him and was out in the pen and cut his leg pretty bad, and he was out for like 3 months maybe. And the first roping I took him back to is when I won my second truck. I was riding him, and so he paid for himself pretty fast considering what I gave for him. And then from then on I rode him. Everything I've ever won has been on him pretty much that means anything, you know. Little Bay was 23 last year, and rode him at probably 63 out of the 65 rodeos and qualified for my first NFR on him. So it was pretty cool to be able to do that at that age for him.
That's not a bad investment.
No, that horse is old enough to vote too, let me just tell you. You wouldn't know about looking at him.
Levi and LB have the mojo. I don't think a lot of people would have given the horse the chance as long as he did and put the time in that he did. So I don't think he would have worked that way with anybody else. I think that Levi stayed on him, made it happen, and the horse they just meshed. It worked.
To have a horse that takes you from a number 4 to a 10 now and still riding him, man, I don't know where this comes from, but he's been like my best friend. He's been with me my whole career. To get to ride him at my first NFR meant everything to me. But yeah, he's sure been special, and I don't know if I'll ever find another one like him. I know I won't actually, but I've been lucky to have him.